Hi everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and we are doing an unboxing of the Santa Muerte Oracle by Fabio Listrani. Oh. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. All right. And this is the deck creator of the Santa Muerte Tarot, which I have here. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look at this loveliness here. I have been waiting a while for this. I mean, you know how it's been going with the decks as of late. You try to order from, say, Amazon on a pre-order, and you can forget about it. You're not going to get it. So I've been having to try to get a little creative on how I'm going to get my decks now, if I'm called to really get a deck. Because I know you can't quite tell by my channel, but I have slowed down my purchases. It's just that I have like a nice little, what do you call, like a little stockpile of videos that I've recorded over the summer. So that some of these decks, not this one, this is very new to me, but some of the videos you'll see of my unboxings that are going up are from maybe a couple of months ago. Oh, and don't worry about this. I type a lot, and obviously I use tarot a lot. So I get a little tendinitis from time to time, and this just helps keep things in lock, in place, until the little areas, kind of the swelling and the inflammation goes down. And then, yeah, then I'm back in a happy place. And I can take this thing off. All right, so yeah, it's kind of nice matte finish, but then we have some erased, embossed writing here. This is by Lo Scarabeo, the same creator as the tarot. It's even nicer of a box than this one, in my opinion. This one's all glossy. This one's matte for the most part. This one, I thought I liked this pull top, but it comes off so easily. I don't always feel safe like using this as a storage box to travel with, because this slips off easily. So let's open it. We have the little bits here. I do now, this will be my second Lo Scarabeo deck. The first being the Dark Mirror Oracle, which I just recently purchased and unboxed on the channel. Has a little tiny ribbon. Can you see that? Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I like the little ribbons. Although, look, I already ripped the ribbon. Or ripped the little, right there. You gotta be careful, folks. Don't do what I just did. I'll be careful next time. It's not, I mean, come on, it's Lo Scarabeo. What did I expect? I'm just grateful that it's a nice sturdy box, you know. Looks like it's 32 cards. Has a nice guidebook. You know, it's, you know how Lo Scarabeo does it with the multiple languages. So we have, let's see, in English at least, this much, not much, and it goes right into the meanings. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, let's see. We'll look at the guidebook in a moment. I want to look at the cards. I gotta be careful. I hate I mean, I like my decks being protected, but I hate this. It's like not even necessary. Can't we just have the little slips of paper wrapped around it? I don't know if this is necessary. Pet peeve alert. Oh my gosh. I've been holding on to this deck for like several days, and it's been calling me, and each time I'm like, okay, tonight's the night I'm gonna get to play with this deck. Then I get a paid reading that comes in, or there's some other business I need to attend to. So finally, after having this deck for, say, 5 days without unboxing it, can you imagine? Okay, it's glossy. And then I looked at Sparkle Divine Tarot's channel. She did an unboxing of this deck, and she put out the puzzle, which I thought was cool. She put the puzzle, I think she put it together. I didn't watch all the way through yet. I'm going to watch it. I deliberately stopped watching her unboxing because I wanted to then kind of be surprised with mine. I just like stopped on part 1. She had 2 parts. Okay. There's my selenite. Move here, dear. So something like that. So I'm not going to go on through, but it's supposed to make a Ouija board of some sort that you close your eyes and spin around, put your finger down, and it answers your questions, which I am totally interested in and may try to do. And now I got the thing out of order, the deck out of order, but oh well, I don't care. We'll just go with it. Now, here we go. Here's an image. Let me see if I can get in there. What I love about this deck, it's borderless. What I'm not a fan of is this kind of semi-glossiness, because I do readings, video readings primarily, and I don't like a lot of glare. But what kind of bugs me is, okay, now I've got to look at the guidebook, or, you know, see if this picture will evoke something inside of me, and I'm not sure. Let's take a look at number 25. Let's see what we got for number 25. Birth. Okay, I can dig it. All right, the world of actions, it says. The material world of actions opens with birth, of course. The preceding levels of emanation, creation, and formation have finally conglomerated, giving birth to matter and to the phenomenal world in which the actions of man take place. We pass the black veil that separates us from the higher and more abstract levels. We descend a staircase, becoming more and more aware of ourselves and of the Santa Muerte Oracle that gives us our time. In fact, every mother is a giver of death, because being tied to a form is what makes us mortal. But without her, we could not exist as individuals. We could not smile, cry, evolve, create a family, or build a home. The world of actions and birth. So you guys tell me, what do you think about that card? I'm assuming it says, okay, and then it goes on here, the advice of the dead. It is time to act and begin the work you must bring into the world as your potential is at its highest and is simply waiting to come to light. Okay, whew, I was about to say, I was like, okay, I like the description. I love the full description, actually. It's quite nice and it's expected for an oracle deck to have a nice little meaty meaning, unless it's one of those decks that come without a book of meanings. But I'm glad that Los Scarabeo honored that, because sometimes they might skimp a little. And then, you know, I get it. I'm buying the deck from Los Scarabeo because of the deck and not necessarily the guidebook. But with an oracle deck, with it being its own system, we expect, you know, some good guidance here, especially if it doesn't have the keywords on there for an oracle. But I can, you know, she's pregnant. I can see that. They're preparing for the birth of the baby. Look at that, guys. Look at 24. OMG. Gee. All right, now look here. It's called Flux. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm not going to read the description, but I'll read the advice of the dead. Remember that you are the one in the present, holding your future, and that is that if you want this future to be positive, you must first look inside yourself, because every action you decide to take in the world is nothing but a reflection of yourself. Things are in flux right now. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Looks like she's sleeping, dreaming. It's like really psychedelic. The Aquarian in me is just like, yes, give me more. But, I'm telling you, I don't know, like, am I really going to be wanting to use this deck without the keywords? And for me, normally, okay, a deck doesn't have to have keywords. I'm a wordy kind of gal, if you couldn't tell, and already. And I appreciate words on a deck. However, if it's not going to be on a deck, that's fine. I just need then the images to speak to me. But I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Verdict's still out. Gorgeous pictures. I'm just like, Verdict's still out. Unconscious. The advice of the dead. Trust your intuition, even if this seems to counter reason and rationality. Let's take a gander at what this means. He's got a sword in his hand right there, and it's got books stacked up. I mean, like getting some air energy, like the tarot. And of course, intellect. The advice of the dead: put instinct aside for the moment and analyze the situation you are in rationally. Oh, I like it. That I like. Pulls from tarot and intellect. It's like saying, hey, this situation calls for some rational thoughts here. You've been a little too emotional about this. Oh, are they celebrating and dancing and gyrating or fighting? Let's see. Instincts. I'm going to read some of the description of the card. Instincts represent the innate behaviors that are not the result of a learning process connected to the intellect, 22, nor to the personal or emotional choices that derive from the energy content of emotions, 18. Instinct is rather a force that taps into the collective unconscious. It refers to these card numbers, by the way, and flows directly to the will card. It is something intrinsically connected to our desires, our true nature, our creativity, and sexuality. Okay, I was right. They're gyrating. The advice of the dead: indulge the flame that you feel burning without repressing it. Transform it into your strong point with pride, and you will obtain the results you desire. Interesting. I mean, do you remember the Santa Muerte being like this? It's so trippy to me. And again, I'm Aquarius. You know, that's my star sign. And I'm digging this. However, this is trippy. It's kind of a game that I'm playing. Okay, what does this mean? They're all handshaking. It's all of them coming together. I don't know. Fraternity. Okay. Approach your work and your actions in a state of socialness and solidarity. Perhaps starting collaborations with those you trust. Oh, I love this. Wow. How is it going to look against... Hold on, let's take a look. See, now I'm definitely going to look at Sparkle Divine's video all the way through and share some, you know, thoughts about this deck with her. Okay, so there's the Hanged Man, right? That does play. It's really gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to really work through trying to get to know this deck because I really want to get to know these two and use them and have fun with them and enjoy them. They're gorgeous, gorgeous decks. No doubt about it. It's just sometimes it's almost too themey for me, and I don't like that about me, that I don't like always something that's too themey, if that makes any sense. But, you know, there are worse things. I'm not like into unicorns and things like that. So I'm into like skeletons. It's not a terrible thing. Okay, this is 19. Memory. Huh, okay. Memory. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to do like this. Now I want to just go this way. Here's 32. Oh, look at that. The pictures are just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Artwork is, I'm assuming it's the same artist. Let's see if they say in here. Artwork and text by Fabio Listrani. Wow. You go, boy. Looks good. The colors are so vivid. And on a larger card, it just pops. But now I gotta look up 32 and see what it means. Yeah, you can see also, look, that's what it looks like with the backs of the cards into the full Ouija board. Santa Muerte. The advice of the dead. Make a firm decision on what to cut and what to change in your life. Otherwise, no betterment will be possible. Celebration. Realization. That's gorgeous. Art. It says, your project has taken on an important scope and it is necessary to communicate it and transmit it creatively to the outside. Action. Harvest. Beautiful. Work. Okay, there's one. Darkness. Take a moment's pause, meditation or study, as you need to understand what form to give to your energy and where to apply it. Ooh. 2, masculine. Your abilities are at their peak, but you need to focus better on your objectives, perhaps asking for advice from a masculine or paternal figure. Chaos. It's time for action. Analyze and choose all the opportunities available to you quickly without fear of cutting something out. This is love. Wow. Right? It's like nothing I have in my collection right now. And nothing at all, I don't think. It's quite something. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is will. Proceed towards what you desire without fear. Trust in what you have learned and accumulated until now without hesitation. Order. Learn to organize your ideas, but also to have the courage to abandon them if necessary, to not remain trapped in them. I suppose I could see how you might be able to remember the meanings after a while if you work with these enough. You could probably say, oh, I know this. This is feminine. Oh, gorgeous. Take the necessary time to study and meditate before executing your project. Perhaps ask a feminine or maternal figure for advice. It's gorgeous. Ooh, 8 light. Ooh, I like it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, it says, the source of pure energy feeds and lights your journey. Proceed in projects without hesitation. Any shadow will be dispelled. World of creations. Talak. Ooh. Pay attention and weigh the forces you wish to put into play, because they are like the water. It can irrigate, but in excess it can cause floods, and in absence it can cause drought. Oh Lord, I can't pronounce this. I can't even pronounce that. Yeah, let me see if I can even point that out. Okay. The King of the Dead and the Afterlife. Okay, the advice of the dead. It's time to look at the situation from a more in-depth point of view, to analyze the circumstances before putting the pieces back together. Interesting. Oh, more of these words I cannot pronounce. The advice of the dead. The study and analysis you have done is sufficient. The time has come to put them to work, enacting your own synthesis. I mean, you would need to definitely read the descriptions of the cards to really take that in. Here's another one, and I can't pronounce. Ancient God of the Night, of War, of Education and Temptation. Yeah, here's more gods. God of the Sun and of War. Goddess of all the waters, like seas and sailors, as well as the goddess of beauty and fertility. Do not fight against the flow you are in. A river cannot be tamed with force. You must surrender to its current and use its strength as if it were your own. Mother goddess of the earth, of sex, of the moon, and of birth, connected to the second and seventh cards. Okay. Interesting. The advice of the dead. Trust your intuition, but first accept and admit your defaults to yourself. Only in this way can you journey be prolific, rich, and unobscured by your ego. We have reached the final card of the world of creations with what may be the most important Aztec god, Quetzalcoatl. Oh gosh. Or the Feathered Serpent was worshipped as the god of knowledge, dawn, merchants, the arts, and professions. He is associated with the wind and with the element of air. He is therefore connected to the intellect, card, education, books, and the invention of the calendar. The advice of the dead: do not fear and do not give up. Through perseverance and insistence, you will reach the goal that you desire and that you most of all deserve. Interesting. The world of formations, shadow. It is important to start analyzing yourself to gain greater awareness of yourself and your relationships to others. Otherwise, it will be impossible to change and evolve. And then emotions. Remember to put your heart into what you're doing. Otherwise, the results will be exclusively tied to the satisfaction of your ego and will stagnate in a swamp. Beautiful advice. I mean, it's a unique deck, that's for sure. Just like its Tarot Companion. But, I don't know. I don't know if I'm... Probably just like I've been using this deck for myself in readings. I'm probably not going to use this particular deck yet for readings for others because I need to definitely use it. It shuffles like a dream. Oh my goodness. I mean, goodness gracious, does it shuffle like a dream. It's only 32 cards. It's not massive, so you could intimately get to know the cards. Yeah, the way it shuffles. We can take another look at any other offerings it has in the guidebook, but this unboxing is already long enough. Let's see. Talks about emanation. These first 8 cards represent archetypes, concepts, that is to say, those abstract, innate, and primitive concepts that form the basis and the origin for any material or immaterial form around us. Creation, cards 9 to 16. Formation, cards 17 to 24. Action, finally the last 8 cards represent the congealment of the previous 3 worlds. These 4 worlds are connected to one another by an omnidirectional flow. This purpose varies depending on how we wish to use the oracle and the way in which we wish to see it. The path that goes from the world of emanations and that of actions, so from the 1st to the 32nd card, is a downhill path of comprehension and conscious creation. And then they go into the meanings. How to use the oracle. The oracle can be used in 3 different ways. Simple reading, number 1. Number 2, inspirational cards. Number 3, Ouija board. Number 1, as a simple reading, you must visualize the question you wish to ask the oracle. Well, while mixing the deck, then extract 3 cards. The first one will indicate what the current situation derives from. The second will indicate how to face it. And the third will indicate how it will conclude. Number 2, for use as inspirational cards, you must understand the objective you wish to reach or the energy you think you need, then search the deck for the card that best represents it. Okay, and then as a Ouija board, you must arrange the cards face up in 4 rows of 8 in ascending order from 1 to 32. Once you have done this, turn the cards over and you will have the complete Ouija board. Now, with your eyes closed, move your hand over the board, drawing a figure 8 in the air, while focusing on the question and on the entity or person you wish to have the answer from. When you're ready, place your index finger on one of the cards, open your eyes, and after turning the card over, decipher or read its meaning in the book. Repeat this as many times as you find necessary, or until you reach a point where the card has already been overturned. In this case, it means that you already have enough answers to reflect on, and nothing else will be communicated to you by the oracle. And then there's a bio about Fabio. So yeah, let's see if there's a message to close for the video. Spirit, what do you need us to know? And we'll take a look at the guidebook for the message. But first we'll see if we can take a stab at it again. What card do we want to or need to receive? Let's just go. Oh, the nothingness. Number 1, darkness. Take a moment's pause, meditation or study, as you need to understand what form to give to your energy and where to apply it. This has been a constant theme this week. When I did the weekly reading, that this message came up. It's going to keep coming up until we start to finally listen to it. Get on to meditation, folks. It's very, very helpful. It's how Spirit can speak to you and to me and to everyone. So we can download some good, juicy stuff. All right, my loves. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Much love, many blessings. Please give me your thoughts on this deck. Let me know if you have it. And yeah, let's share and talk. All right, bye.